GamingBolt presents 15 things you need to know about Gears of War 4. Gears of War 4 will premiere this holiday season, and it's time to catch up on everything you've missed to prepare yourself for the coming war. We've gathered 15 things we think you should know before diving headfirst into the bloody horde of enemies that awaits your return. Focused multiplayer. In previous Gears of War games, much of the series had a great deal of campaign content that seemed to wash out a lot of the multiplayer, but that isn't the case in Gears of War 4. The Coalition have went full steam ahead in introducing a huge focus on multiplayer this time around. That's not to say multiplayer was bad in the other version, it was in fact quite the opposite. But not only will you be getting a great campaign mode, but a more intricate multiplayer as well. And don't worry, the campaign is going to be just as great. Horde 3.0. Horde is back with 5-player co-op against 50 waves of increasingly difficult enemy goodness. And just the same as before, every 10 levels will bring on a boss that will prove your team's grit in the game. Using the Fabricator allows your team to build up their defenses, create barriers the Horde will have to fight through just to get to your team. Horde 3.0 also introduced 5 class types for the games: Soldier, Sniper, Scout, Heavy, and Engineer. These roles, when assigned to each team member, should utilize the team to their fullest extent. One last thing, new gear packs can be used as well. We'll discuss more on that soon. Old Marcus. Wasn't it great to see Marcus Phoenix come into the scene during the E3 trailer of Gears of War 4? Get used to seeing him in the game, but just remember, keep your hands off. That's right, Mr. Phoenix will definitely be in the new version of the game. However, he will not be a playable character in the campaign, but will indeed be a character skin in multiplayer. That's kind of sad to see one of the most legendary characters in video games get old and useless, quite literally, but he should be adding a big presence to the game, and we've heard he's still the same old grumpy Marcus we grew to love in the original trilogy. HDR support. With the announcement of the Xbox One S at E3, as well as the announcement of Gears of War 4 also heading to Windows 10 PCs, there was no doubt that the new Gears would support HDR on console. With Xbox One S touting its 4K upscaling in HDR, or high dynamic range, expect to see Gears of War in a whole new light. Better graphics and better detail in a game that's already showing great promise in its performance, adding HDR will make this game even more immersive. That is, if you own the Xbox One S version. It won't run HDR on the original Xbox One. New multiplayer types. Gears of War has been a series of firsts. They introduced a new cover-based shooter style of gameplay, then Horde, Beast Mode, and much more. Gears of War 4 will be no different. Returning favorites will be Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill, Guardian, Warzone, and Execution. New modes will include Dodgeball and Co-op Versus, which will be available within the beta from earlier in the year, and a new mode called Escalation. Escalation is exactly what it states: PvP multiplayer where deaths become strategy. If you die, the clock will hold back the respawn time 10 seconds. When the next round begins, it will add 2 more seconds, and so on, making deaths last up to a total of 22 seconds. This can make the games really intense while waiting for teammates to respawn and help out. Seriously 4.0. Seriously is seriously one of the most grueling achievements to get in the Gears of War series. With Gears 4, expect the achievement to return again as Seriously 4.0. The Coalition have listened to fan feedback from the over-the-top requirements of gaining Seriously 3.0, and have made 4.0 a bit more understandable. I certainly don't want to say easier. Seriously 4.0 will require the player to complete the following series of tasks: complete the campaign on insane difficulty, reach Re-Up 10, earn all ribbons at least once, earn a rank placement in each mode, and there are 3 more requirements that have yet to be listed. So we all expect this achievement to be a very time-consuming task. Reintroducing Re-Ups. Re-Ups return from Gears 3. Playing the game naturally through multiplayer or Horde 3.0 mode will grant you XP while playing. There is a character level of 100 on your way to Re-Up. At that point, you can restart your rank to level 1 for a new emblem, and also earn a cool reward for doing it all over again. In Gears 4, there are 10 Re-Ups available for players to decide if starting over is worth the reward. Earning credits. In the old Gears games, you'd get character unlocks or rewards for winning a few games. In Gears 4, it all changes. Everything during online play in Gears 4 earns you credits this time around. With credits, you'll be able to purchase gear packs, which can unlock a bunch of different items depending on which pack you chose. So get your online game mode on and get to unwrapping those gear packs to find out just how they can help you out further online. New rankings. Ranks in Gears 4 will be according to skill-based matchmaking. Ranks are going to be in both core and competitive playlists. They will also be assigned on per play basis. When you first get into the game, your rank will be assessed after playing 5 placement matches to determine how good you are. Afterward, you will be assigned one of 5 different ranks: Bronze, Silver, Gold, Onyx, or Diamond ranking, and also one of 3 tiers within the rank. Of course, these ranks change based on your skill going forward, so stay consistent, or better than consistent. Zombie Dom. Remember good old Dom who died in Gears 3? He's back. At least he's back in character skin form anyway. By pre-ordering Gears 4, you can get a few character skins and weapon skins. If you enjoyed Dom in the previous games and you're interested to see if Zombie Dom is going to keep the flesh of other humans, get cracking on that pre-order. Gear Packs and Cards. Gear Packs are the new unlockable content from their cards inside of Gears 4. Earning credits will allow you to purchase Gear Packs, which will then be opened, much like a real pack of cards, that will unlock cool new items and features only available through these packs. Find character skins, weapons, free experience boosts, and a lot more in each pack. And of course, there are several gear packs to choose from, so picking the right one that works best for your game will become essential when using the cards for online competitive modes. 10-hour campaign. The Gears of War series has always hovered around 8 to 12 hours in length. The Coalition have reported that the newest game in the series will average around 10 hours long. This will include gameplay along with some other exciting moments. But don't forget about possible collectibles within the game. Every Gears game so far has had its fair share of things to find while walking about the world, and hopefully Gears 4 will be no different. New weapons. Gears of War 4 is revving up to be a huge return to the series' roots that we all loved back on Xbox 360. One of the big loves of the original trilogy were some pretty original and insane weapons unlike anything we'd seen in the gaming world before then. In Gears 4, we'll be introduced to some new weapons that will be just as big of a hit as the originals were. Some new additions will include the drop shot, which is sort of like the digger from Gears 3, which shoots at the ground hurting enemies nearby. The buzzkill, which shoots off buzzsaws that chop enemies to bits. And the combat knife. It stabs people. Badly. These are just a few of the weapons we know exist so far. Hopefully the game has a lot more up its sleeve. Wind flares. Wind flares are new to the Gears series and are massive air fluctuations that will make the map a scary place to barrel roll on. Winds can kick up at any moment and blow your character or any set piece of debris clear away. Included in these wind flares are electrical discharges that cause horrendous lightning strikes that will fry whatever is under them to ash. Dynamic cover. During the E3 press briefing, the Coalition introduced dynamic cover to the Gears series. These covers are not always a safe bet to hide behind. Enemies can shoot at them and even throw grenades, which can possibly turn into a blown cover system. Staying behind a cover base for too long could result in getting hit. This definitely leads the game towards a more fast-paced approach, rather than hiding in the same spot the entire time while shooting it out with the Horde. Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.